Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Let's go. Hiking 18.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And only... Two here, stopped at the 30.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
2nd down and 8. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun, it's Stidham. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now it's Stidham. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a...
And now the rookie's free. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Bellinger, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stidham to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Now Stidham. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Ready.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Gotta be lying. Check. Hot go.
Up the middle with Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Ready. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Gano out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down, Stidham to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Stidham. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 70 range.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Stidham. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
19 right. 18 Pioneer.
Stidham going back to the air. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. Throwing Jones. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first two passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
After that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
Timberwolves. Roll.
On second down, here's Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
19 tight. Go.
They go play action with Taylor. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40.
Ready up. Eagles. Reload. Bronco switch. Go street.
Barkley, inside handoff. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
60 Bison. Warriors, 70. 79 Broncos.
From the 31, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
On the double.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
19 tight. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers. Bronco 80.
Shepard will go in motion right.
18 Rattler. 60 Maverick.
Now Jones.
He's got Bellinger. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's caught.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Julian Love.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard from 19 yards away.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. To throw is Stidham.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Stidham.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now Jones on first down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Jones throwing on first down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. Stidham.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but the same.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On the draw, this is Barkley.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And the tight end goes in motion left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st down, Jones.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 70 Lions.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
This a 33-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I'll give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, Jacobs. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.